Welcome to Charlotte Local Unplugged, the podcast that explores Charlotte's vibrant local scene for food, music, entertainment, culture, unplugged events, and the many hidden gems in Charlotte. Your host is Sam Collins. Let's dive in.
Hey Queen City food fans, I'm Sam Collins, and welcome to Charlotte Local Unplugged. Episode 1 is all about savoring the city through its best-kept food secrets, those places locals whisper about, the dishes that never hit billboards, and the stalls tucked inside markets where the line looks short until it's suddenly not. When I say best kept, I mean spots that deliver heart, history, and flavor without chasing hype. I source them 3 ways: your DMs and voice notes, quiet tips from industry friends, and lots of anonymous, off-the-beaten-path eating. If a place feels neighborly, cooks from scratch, and draws regulars from across town, it lands on my radar. You'll get neighborhood mini-guides, dish-by-dish recommendations, how to pair eats with live music and nightlife, budget bites versus splurge nights, and a festival calendar you can actually use. I'll also share pro strategies, where to park, when to go, and how to order like a regular, plus a quick-hit segment for pop-ups and limited-run menus. Lineups change fast in Charlotte, so treat this as a living guide and follow along on socials for updates. Grab a pen, open your maps, and let's start in the artsy, appetite-friendly heart of Noda and its neighbor, Plaza Midwood. Noda is Charlotte's walkable canvas, murals, porch concerts, and the kind of eateries where the chef might hand you your plate. Start with a biscuit or fried chicken fix at Haberdish, then pivot to a pint and a burger nearby at Brooks Sandwich House for a no-frills, cash-only classic that tastes like North Davidson's history. For a lighter option, Oh My Soul brings South African-inspired vegan comfort food on one of the coziest patios in town. Coffee lovers can tuck into a cortado before shows, and dessert might mean a quick soft-serve swirl from a neighborhood window before the late set. Plaza Midwood, just down Central, blends old school and new wave. You'll find unfussy taco counters beside cocktail dens and bakeries next to bottle shops with rotating food trucks. It's a neighborhood built for grazing. Split small plates, then wander. Don't miss the global strip along Central Avenue, where mom-and-pop kitchens simmer pho, pupusas, and jerk chicken that travel well for picnics. Parking can be tight. Slide into a side street or rideshare in, then make a night of it. If you're timing dinner with a gig, plan a pre-show bite, then circle back for a late snack once lines thin. South End and Loso pulse along the rail trail, which doubles as your dinner crawl. Start around Atherton and work your way toward New Bern. Breweries with patios, cocktail bars tucked into historic buildings, and kitchens slinging everything from Detroit-style slices to smoky wings. The rail trail makes it easy to sample across a single evening. Share a couple plates at one stop, walk 10 minutes, and split something sweet at the next. For live music energy, the Music Yard keeps the vibe lively with outdoor shows and adjacent eats that handle a preset rush without killing the mood. Before a concert, grab quick counter-service noodles or tacos. After, shift to late-night snacks, soft serve, or a nightcap. Weekends bring a crush of people, so consider a late afternoon start and aim for a golden hour patio. Parking fills fast. Riding the Lynx Blue Line to East-West, Bland, or New Bern stations is the local cheat code. Loso's warehouses hide serious flavor. Think barbecue, smash burgers, and creative cocktail spots that welcome you with open garage doors. If you like to mingle, choose communal table places. If you're in date night mode, call ahead for bar seats where service is quick, conversation is easy, and plates arrive hot. Camp North End feels like a chef's playground. Old factories transformed into courtyards, galleries, and kitchens that tell stories. Leah and Louise anchors the scene with Mississippi River Valley soul, deep, layered flavors that reward slowing down. Around the campus, pop-ups and rotating vendors keep things fresh. Check the weekly schedule and go early for easier parking and a relaxed stroll between bites. Nights often bring DJs or small stages, so you can graze, listen, relax, and linger. Optimist Hall is the city's food hall chameleon. 1 minute you're inhaling wood-griddled cheese sandwiches. The next, you're twirling noodles or grabbing a cone. It's perfect for groups and picky eaters because everyone can mix and match. My pro move: scout the hall first, order from 2 stalls with shorter lines, and share. If you crave heat and texture, The Dumpling Lady's handmade dumplings hit comfort territory fast, and limited-run specials appear without much warning. The market at 7th Street is Uptown's cozy counterpart. Cheese shop, coffee, global bites, and wine by the glass under one roof. It's clutch before a show or museum visit. Buy something snackable, add a jar of something local, and you've built a Charlotte souvenir you can actually eat. East Charlotte's Central Avenue is where the city's global pantry opens up. Start at one end with panaderias selling still-warm conchas and tres leches by the slice, then hop to Vietnamese spots for aromatic pho, bún, and broken rice plates. Family-run taquerias line the corridor. Look for house-made salsas and weekend specials like barbacoa or pozole. If you're new to a menu, ask what the staff eats after shift. You'll get honest, dialed-in recommendations and maybe an off-menu surprise. Swing west for a different rhythm. Along Freedom Drive and the west side, smoke and soul take center stage. Noble Smoke brings a Carolina's barbecue perspective with craft sides and a bourbon list that rewards lingering. In small strip centers nearby, you'll find stew pots of oxtails, meat in threes, and fried fish that taste like someone's auntie is in the kitchen. This is also where food trucks often graduate to brick and mortar, keeping their original swagger while adding comfort. Real plates, cold beer, and maybe a little live music on the patio. Both corridors are made for value hunters. Portions are generous, price is fair, and hospitality runs deep. Come hungry, bring cash for tips, and be ready to try something you can't pronounce yet. Uptown isn't just suits and stadiums. It's a grid of quick lunches, power happy hours, and pre-theater gems that punch above their square footage. If you're museum hopping or catching a show, the market at 7th Street covers the greatest hits in one stop. But wander a few blocks, and you'll find chef-driven rooms doing Southern produce with global accents. My move is an early dinner at a spot with a solid bar program, then a slow walk to your venue with a gelato or espresso in hand. South Park leans polished, white tablecloths, seafood towers, and handsome dining rooms. But look closer, and you'll see neighborhood warmth underneath the gloss. Mediterranean fast casual counters offer reliable vegetarian and gluten-free options, and several sushi bars turn out pristine nigiri without pretense. This area is perfect for birthdays and promotions, a place that feels special without feeling stiff. If the weather cooperates, ask for a covered patio. You'll keep the vibe celebratory while avoiding the roar of the room. Both districts reward planning. Book ahead on weekends. Ask about bar seating when reservations vanish, and always factor in traffic. Uptown is walkable once parked. South Park works best when you cluster plans in one shopping district and linger. Hidden gem spotlights and what to order, rapid-fire style. Lang Van, an East Charlotte treasure, wins on hospitality and depth of flavor. Order the grilled pork over broken rice, add a bowl of pho with extra herbs, and ask about any regional specials. Staff will steer you right. Leah and Louise at Camp North End cook soul food with finesse. The river chips and whole roasted fish, when available, show the kitchen's range, and the greens whisper of long stories. Brooks, Sandwich House in Noda, is a time capsule. A flat-top burger with chili, onions, and mustard that eats like a postcard from the 1970s. It's cash only and worth the wait. Haberdish does Carolina's comfort with crisp fried chicken, crunchy pickles, and a deviled egg flight you'll argue over. Save room for a biscuit or the gin-forward cocktail list. Noble Smoke is where I send barbecue skeptics. Try a half-and-half plate, say brisket and turkey, with collards and mac, then bring a friend for the banana pudding. And the Dumpling Lady? The pork and chive dumplings, Sichuan-style noodles, and occasional limited-run specials are pure crave fuel. Menus change and sell out. Follow the restaurants directly for drops, and don't sleep on weekday lunches. Let's pair food with music. In Noda, pregame near Neighborhood Theater and the Evening Muse with something fast but satisfying. I like a quick plate of wings or a shareable basket of hush puppies before doors. If you're tight on time, grab handhelds, burgers, bao, or empanadas. Then circle back after the encore for a sit-down dessert or a final round on a quieter patio. Street parking goes early. The 36th Street Link Station is your friend. At the Music Yard, think crowd-friendly bites before you head to the lawn. Tacos, fries loaded with something spicy, and slushies or light beers to keep things breezy. After the set, Stroll the rail trail for soft serve or a nightcap. The walk helps reset your ears. Camp North End is more of a graze and hang. Show up at sunset, share 2 or 3 small plates, catch a DJ set, then finish with something sweet and coffee if you're driving. Late night, Charlotte still has options. Look for Pizza by the Slice in South End, a burger window in Noda, or 24-hour diners peppered across town where you can replay the show over pancakes. Pro tip: tip your bartenders extra on concert nights. They're sprinting. Let's talk budget bites versus splurge nights. Charlotte rewards both. Under $15, you can eat like a champ along Central Avenue. Tacos by the trio, steaming bowls of pho, or a plate of jerk chicken with rice and peas and a side of plantains. In Noda, grab a burger, fries, and a soda without breaking a 20, or split a basket of fried pickles and a couple of local pints and call it a win. Food halls are your friend for value. Mix 2 small plates from different vendors and you've got range without the bill shock. When you're celebrating, lean into the city's polish. South Park's dining rooms deliver seafood towers, steaks, and bottle-worthy wine lists. Uptown bars shake precise spirit-forward cocktails to match chef-driven menus. Splurge strategically. Choose one showstopper, maybe a dry-aged steak or a chef's tasting, and keep sides simple so your check reads like a plan, not a surprise. My favorite way to explore is a progressive dinner. Example: start at Optimist Hall with a snack and a spritz. Hop the links to South End for a shared entree and a sunset patio. Then finish in Noda with dessert and a nightcap. 3 neighborhoods, 3 vibes, 1 car-free evening that feels like a mini vacation. Mark your calendar for the city's food-centric anchors. Queen's Feast, Charlotte Restaurant Week, lands twice a year and is perfect for testing drive menus at a friendlier price. Book early, choose restaurants that actually shine on their standard menu, and read the fine print so you know what's included. Taste of Charlotte turns Uptown into a strolling buffet. Preload a card or buy tokens, wear comfy shoes, and hydrate between bites so you actually taste the last tent as much as the first. Yesu Greek Festival is a must for baklava, gyros, and that unbeatable church kitchen hospitality. My move is to go early, grab pastries for tomorrow's breakfast, then line up for a platter you can share while you watch performances. Charlotte Shout stretches across art, tech, and food with installations and pop-ups that reward curiosity. Treat it like a citywide scavenger hunt, and let your appetite steer you. Don't sleep on maker markets. Front Porch Sundays pairs local artisans with food trucks and live music. It's a low-key way to sample 3 or 4 kitchens in an afternoon. Bring a tote, arrive at opening to avoid the crunch, and plan a picnic at a nearby green space. These events keep dollars local, introduce you to future brick-and-mortar stars, and make Sundays feel like mini festivals. Pro tips to eat like a local, then quick hits and the wrap. Timing: go early on weekends, 5 p.m. dinners, or slide in after the 8 p.m. rush. For transit, park once and walk, or ride the Lynx Blue Line to 7th Street, 36th, East-West, Bland, or New Bern, and build your plan around those stops. Order like a regular, ask what's best today, say yes to staff picks, and let the kitchen set heat levels. Patio and picnic: grab market snacks, find a nearby green space, and pack out what you bring. Reliable vegetarian and gluten-free moves include Mediterranean counters, vegan spots in Noda, and sushi or poke bowls. Always confirm ingredients. Community matters. Many favorites are family-owned or grew from food trucks. Visit in slower seasons, buy gift cards, and leave thoughtful reviews so great teams stay busy. Quick hits: I'm watching. Rotating chef pop-ups at breweries, limited-run menus at food halls, and late-night windows in Noda and South End. For announcements, follow restaurants directly, plus local photographers and food reporters who post drops fast. Send me your hidden gems and off-menu hacks. DMs and voice notes are open. Today we mapped Noda to South End, Camp North End to Uptown, budget bites to splurge nights, festivals, and pro strategies. I'm Sam Collins, and this is Charlotte Local Unplugged, your friendly guide to eating, exploring, hack, and recharging in the Queen City. See you next week. Until then, eat well often.
You've been listening to Charlotte Local Unplugged with host Sam Collins. Until next time, plan fast, explore deep, and enjoy Charlotte.